Let me raise this up first. Sorry, Chris. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you. We're going to have what we call a real conversation this afternoon. Hopefully we'll make you laugh, make you cry, make you think. If I can make an emotional connection with you, maybe you'll take something out of this afternoon back to your campus and make us a better place. So I'm going to start out with, since Chris already fronted him out, Mr. Sandoval, could you please stand just one more time? Boy, you look just like your daddy. All right. Okay, I know how much you guys like rules, and so before I get into my little 15 minutes or so, I'm going to give you a couple of facts. I'm standing here as your police chief, not the police chief. I'm your police chief. I work for you. But there's something that cops and students have in common. Number one, they hate change. Cops and students hate change. Number two, they don't like the way things are either. So I'm trying to figure that one out. You don't like the way things are, but you don't like change. So how do we move forward? Well, if you don't like hearing things the way they really are, then I'm the wrong person to be up here. So the only rule I have is this: at the end of my time, write down my phone number. And if you ever need anything, call me. So let's go. My theme for today, decisions. It is my job to set the vision and to protect the integrity and credibility of the Bakersfield Police Department. I'm in charge of all the hiring, promotions, and discipline for the organization. I will talk a little bit about that in a minute or two, but right now it's all about you. I read somewhere that high performers naturally carry leadership currency. This means no matter the circle you run in, you have influence. Sophomores, it's already been challenged to you. Each one teach one. Take a freshman under your wing. Make your campus a better place, make our community a better place. Always do more than what's expected of you. If you do more than what's expected of you, people will come looking for you. Now, based on what I just said, does your reputation qualify you as a leader or somebody that people are seeking out already? And if not, what are you going to do about it? Decisions. You have all achieved well academically up to this point. I often tell people who work with me that the hard work that you've done up to this point is what got you here. The hard work you're going to do tomorrow is what's going to keep you here. How have you done this? You have been conscientious. You've made decisions to do the right thing, and you've put the work in so far. How do we develop habits? Well, our habits are formed through knowledge, skill, desire, and commitment. There are people in this room, on your campus, and in your homes who are waiting to assist you with the first two, knowledge and skill. They can't give you the desire, and they can't give you commitment. Now, there's a lot of people out there with desire. Man, I really want to, and you fill in the blank. I want to be the starter on the basketball team, but they're not committed to going to practice. I want to go to UCLA, USC, or you fill in the acronym, but they don't want to put in the work. Desire without commitment is dreams. Dreams that do not come true. You have got to be committed. There are counselors, coaches, and administrators going all in to provide you with new skill sets to help you be successful. You have to make the decision to absorb every bit of resources they made available to you. Now you have me. I'm here to assist you in being successful in whatever you accomplish. Now, remember, there are two more ingredients to that decision-making concept. Dream big. Dream big. That being said, strong wanting and wishing for something to happen is not going to work for you. It is not going to work for you. I've seen it time and time again. I'll use my position as police chief as an example of what desire looks like. I desire to make the Bakersfield Police Department a problem-solving organization with an emphasis on customer service. But I need 506 people to be committed to bringing my vision and desire to reality. But what am I doing to make it happen? When I think about desire, there's three types of people that come to mind. People who make things happen, people who want things to happen, and people who wonder what happened. Because there's a lot of people that wonder what happened. How did I get here? Well, you got to take that desire and be committed, making things happen. You're expected to be more committed to your goals as a result of participation in setting your goals. Now more than ever, you get to write your own story. I remember being told what to study if I went to college, and what job I should have one day. Now, I didn't say I was asked anything. I was told. In my experience, traditional education did that. Contemporary education is about asking you what your dreams are, putting you on a path to achieve your dreams, and watching you grow day in and day out to achieve them. And then we celebrate you. Look around this room and ask yourself, why am I here? Depending on which school you attend, there are anywhere from 300 to 500 freshmen on your campus, but the campus leadership chose you to be here. That tells me that somebody thinks you're special. Somebody believes in you, and more importantly, they are committed to what you want to be. And more importantly, they can help you get there. When I was growing up, there were people lined up to tell me what I couldn't be and how I wasn't going to get there. Look around. Mr. Dutton talked about it. Mr. Martin, or back then it was Lyle, you from Cottonwood. You can't do that. You can't do this. Your parents don't have money. They don't have college educations. How are you going to do those things? You need to think about your goals, and you need to lower your expectations. See, in my neighborhood, young men didn't become police officers. They didn't go to college. They didn't become chiefs of police, obtain master's degrees, or work on doctorates. See, Mr. Dutton and I didn't listen to that. Right, Chris?
Amen.
We listen to people like Fuchsia Ward, who said you can do anything you want to. If you have the desire and the commitment, and you're willing to make the decisions it takes to walk away from those naysayers, perform, and do the best that you can do. You guys are lucky. You're looking at a grown man standing up here telling you about what you can do, where you can go, and where he came from. And you've got the same mentor in the same room with you, like a Fuchsia Ward. You have no idea how blessed you are. But I'll move on. This lunch today tells me that you don't have a problem with people telling you what you can't do. Again, on the campus, in your homes, we want to help you reach your goal. Did you hear what I just said? We want to help you reach your goals, not ours. We're not here because we have to, and that we're just doing our job. It's because we care. And the folks on your campus care. In fact, if they didn't care, I wouldn't be here. See, I have over 500 employees that I'm responsible for, an $89 million budget, over 500,000 people. Quality of life and safety is in my hands. I'm responsible for providing service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365, because the police department never closes. We don't get summer breaks, winter break, a week off for Thanksgiving. Doesn't happen in our shop. So what am I saying? I don't waste my time with people who only think of themselves. If I'm here, they're putting in the work, and I believe in it. And if I believe in it, you can believe in it. But for them to help you, you're going to need to speak up. Make a decision to build your future today. We are here to recognize your accomplishments so far. There is still work to be done. This means you have to become committed. Self-determination is a theory which means one has an external and internal motivation strategically with goals in mind and a positive effect on persistence. Freshmen and sophomores are going, what? What did he just say? Well, let me break it down for you. Simply put, we're not going to give it to you, but we'll help you. You got to put the work in. I started out saying you are a high performer, and I truly believe that. High performers expect to be successful. Do you? I've seen posters hanging in a lot of counselors' offices, and I used to read them, and it says, that if you believe it, you can achieve it. And I'll be honest with you, I used to just read them and go about my business, but now I know that it's true. I know that it's true because I've seen the work that the Denise Jameses put in and day out on the campus for you. For you. And there's a Denise James on every campus in this community, because if there wasn't, the folks at this table would hear from me. Because people will tell you, I am brutally honest. If you don't want to know what I think, don't ask me. I tell it like it is. But I found that people really admire you for your honesty. But if they're weak people, they admire you for your honesty until you're honest with them. Life is about the decisions you make. I want you to think about 2 questions when you get home and answer them. 1, where do I want to go? 2, where are you actually going? Where do you want to go, but where are you actually going? What are you actually doing? I answer these questions by looking in the mirror every morning and asking myself, am I who I say I am? I surround myself with good people, because when I went to South High, go Rebels, I saw them raising high. That's what I'm talking about. There were 3 young men that ran the freshman class. One was a great athlete. He had all the girls. He only thought about himself. The second one was a decent athlete, but he was always looking for the easy dollar. You guys know who I'm talking about. He got the bootleg snacks in his backpack, running around, all the stuff you're not supposed to do. You guys know that dude. Everybody in here knows that dude. And then the third one was he was a math geek, a bench warmer, and a pain because he loved to fight. You look at him wrong, he would fight. Now, all 3 had older brothers that were drug dealers and gangbangers. 2 of these guys grew up. They left South High School and followed their older brother's paths. One went on his own way. Where are they today? Well, one of them's dead, one's in prison, and one has control of the microphone. Now you can say, I want to be successful. I want to have a great career in life, but are you actually cutting class and getting terrible grades? Not in this room, we're not. But what does your reputation say about it? Go ahead, I'll wait. It's your world, I'm just paying rent. Decisions, decisions. You hold your future in your hand. Make the decision to be a little bit better today than you were yesterday. Find those mentors. I'd like to think, or like to say that I made that saying up, be a little bit better today than you were yesterday. But one of those mentors was a coach. Coach Silver's father. I stole that from him. Coach, raise your hand back there. Coach Silver's father was a great coach in the Kern High School district. And he always say, all I ask of you is be a little bit better today than you were yesterday. There are people waiting to help you. I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. Now, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm going to give you some advice. I want you to think about time. Time is the one thing that makes us all equal. No matter how educated you are, how much money you have, time is the one thing you cannot control. And you cannot get it back. Please don't waste time. You may only be a freshman, but it's not too soon to think about college or the career you want and what it takes to get there. Remember, with time, once it's gone, it's gone. Decisions, decisions. Decide to go and get what you want. Here's my advice. Look around the room. Look around the campus when you get back. Surround yourself with good people and keep the momentum that this room has. In fact, this room isn't even big enough because we couldn't bring the juniors. So we have to have another event in the spring. Keep the momentum that this room has. Go to the Career Center. The Career Tech can help you with college and career research. Every year there's millions of dollars that goes unaccounted for that is available in scholarships. You have to decide to get out, get the information and apply for them. Volunteer for things to gain experience and build your reputation. This gives you a direct look into what you might want to do. Because once you get that experience, you might change your mind. According to the National Center for Educational Statistics, close to 80% of students in the United States end up changing their major at least once. I changed mine 4 times. On average, college students change their major at least 3 times. I'm an overachiever. Community service and internships are the avenues to the real world experience. As I wrap up, I want to thank Alpha Kappa Alpha for making the decision to invest in your future. AKA is committed to a legacy of sisterhood and service. Kappa Omega Omega chapter commits to annual programs benefiting the local community like this luncheon today. Go out and accomplish big things. Decide to climb mountains. Decide to climb mountains. Climb mountains. Not so the world can see you, but so you can see the beauty in the world. I see plenty of beauty in this room. I am not standing here as your police chief because I'm so great. I'm standing here on the shoulders of the men and women who showed patience, compassion, and commitment to my success. One of you, 5, 10, 15 years from now, need to be standing here, keeping the momentum that we have and enjoying the beautiful view that I have. I'm excited about your future, and if you decide you need me, you can call me. I'm going to take about a 20-second pause for anybody that wants to put my phone number in their phone. If I had posted a meme or some Instagram stuff, you'd have been all over. I call it a meme. Oh, I know how it's pronounced. Did I get your attention? That's how it works. See? Do I have your attention now? 326-3880. 326-3880. If you call me, I will call you back within 72 hours. 326-3880. Now, listen. Listen. If you have a question, you need something, you can call me. Doesn't mean that I have the answer. In fact, I probably don't have the answer. But based on my reputation, I probably know somebody who does. Because your reputation opens doors for you. So ask yourself, how many of those numbers in your phone will answer it at 3 in the morning when they know it's you?
None.
And if the answer's none, that's your fault. You're running with the wrong crowd. The answer should be every one of them. Listen, the answer should be every one of them. People should want to take your call. When I call people at 3 in the morning, they take my call. If you call me, I'll call you back. I will help you achieve your dreams. I will put you in contact with people who have the skill sets, the knowledge and the skill to help you. But decisions. You got to decide to pick up the phone. Thank you.